Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Legacy Challenge. We are here with Haleigh, and as you can see, she is just about to get up out of bed. I'm going to have her go in and she is going to get something cooking for the family. We are going to be going on another grind for the family. I am hoping that we're going to be able to make us some money. We are just trying to get ourselves money for this family. As we know, we have lots that we still need to meet in for the aspirations for her. So she needs to paint and she needs to garden and she needs to meet all of her milestones. And we had met that aspiration of getting that one statue, and so she still needs other things that she needs to do. We have more statues that we need to get. We still have the painting that we need to get, but for now we're just going to go ahead. We're going to take care of some of the family's needs. So she's just in here making a little bit of breakfast. She's getting some boiled eggs going, and so we are just letting her do that. Majority of the family is still asleep. Oh, dang it. We have a busted up stove. Let's go ahead and just fix that really quickly. I usually have them repair that, but I'm really worried that she's going to electrocute herself. She is not the best when it comes to handiness, and so I just went ahead and repaired that replaced it instead of having her repair it. I am having trouble with the family in regards to them eating, and so as you can see, we have plates of food just laying out all over the place. They are not wanting to eat like they should. For some reason, they just constantly get plates out and lay them around. So we are really struggling with them eating properly. But I am hoping that we are going to be able to get everyone up this morning and we're going to be able to get them fed. It is prank day today, so I am hoping that some of them will be able to do some mischievous things so that we can go ahead and we can meet the prank day goals, and at least some of them will be able to have themselves a good holiday. Because as we know, when they don't do their goals for the holidays, they end up having themselves a pretty sad time, and that is just not ideal for anyone involved. So we are wanting that to take place. Everyone is up and they are all coming downstairs. They're coming to have some breakfast. We're going to let them eat. We're going to let them get to the washroom. And as you can see, Haleigh has gone over there. She's instantly started to paint because she knows that she needs to go ahead and get some money made. We are unfortunately down to 83 simoleons. We are in desperate need of some money in this house. So we are just going to have her start painting and hopefully we can make some money. We're going to be breeding some frogs today. We're going to be obviously getting Mitchell out to do a little bit of gardening. I am not sure if he has work today or not because it is Sunday. So if he doesn't have work, we at the very least will be able to sell some of our plants, sell this painting that Haleigh's doing, and maybe we can make some money that way. As we know, we had hoped that the children being a little bit older was going to take away some of the chaos in this family and it was going to lessen the stress on the parents, but I don't know that that is actually true, that has been the case, because just having this many children in this house is chaos in general. And yes, they are older and they're a little bit more self-sufficient, which is great. But it is summer holidays, and so no one is really in school, plus it's the weekend, and so even if they were in school, they wouldn't be in school because it is a weekend. So everyone's home from school. They don't really have a whole lot of things that they can do right now, and we don't want to be just spending tons of time away from the house, so they are kind of locked up in the house without really anything to do other than spend time with each other. So there is a kind of bit of chaos that's going on. Not to mention we're having a really hard time keeping their needs up as far as hunger goes, and everyone is right now needing to get themselves some needs taken care of as far as hygiene and bladder, and everyone is also needing to refill their water bottles so that they can get something to drink. And everyone is, just trying to get themselves in a good mood because they are, some of them feeling pretty uncomfortable from being hungry or needing to use the washroom and things like that. And chaos rules. He likes mischief. Okay, we love that you like mischief, Everett. Okay, that's great. So it would seem that he is obviously participating in the prank day in the mischief for the day, which is fantastic, and we love that for Everett. But maybe some of the others will be able to participate in prank day as well, and they'll be able to mark off that goal for prank day, because I really hope that they're able to do that. As you can see, they are on summer vacation and they aren't going to be going to school. I was kind of hoping that I was going to be able to get them some homework books so that they could start working on schoolwork, and we would be able to get them doing some studies and getting themselves ready for when they do have to go back to school. But for whatever reason, I'm unable to purchase that for them, and because of that, no one's able to do their homework, no one's able to get their studies up, do any like makeup work or extra credit work or anything like that. The only child that's in the house that actually has any homework is Adriel. So he's the only one that is actually becoming studious in any way. And the quads are, I guess, just going to be uneducated. I don't really know. It's really unfortunate, and I have, looked into the bookcases and tried purchasing books. I'm going to have Haleigh look in her shopping app in a little while after she's done painting and see if she can purchase some books maybe from Barnes & Nobles, and see if we can find some way to order school books, because maybe there is a different way that we can hopefully get these books. I'm not really sure, but we will have her take a look at that in a little while. She is taking forever on this painting, though. I'm not really certain what her deal is and why it's taking her so long, but I have noticed that lately she's taking longer and longer to do these paintings, and it's really taking her a long time to pump them out. And that is really unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping as her skill got up, she was going to be able to pump them out a little bit faster so that we would be able to make money faster. But it seems like the higher her skill gets, the slower she gets at painting. I don't know if it's because she takes so much time to stare at the painting before she actually gets started painting, or what the deal is, but she's definitely just taking her sweet time. I'm going to go ahead and get Mitchell to come out, and I'm going to have him harvest the plants and water the plants and weed the plants. That way we can go ahead and make sure our garden is tended to. I did go ahead and remove the squeamish trait from Mitchell. That way he is going to be able to go ahead and he won't be uncomfortable every time he gardens. As we know, he is a fan of gardening. He loves gardening. He was always one that was getting fun from gardening, and then he developed the squeamish trait and decided that he was uncomfortable whenever he would garden. He didn't like the bugs, he didn't like the dirt, and he started really getting to a place where he was miserable every time he would go out in the garden, and it was really not conducive to his love of his hobby. And so I have removed that squeamish trait from him in the attempt to bring back his love of his hobby. As you can see, the children are still attempting to get themselves some food. We are really, really struggling in that department, but they have just about almost all of them gotten their hunger up, which is good. And then I'll let them go ahead and take care of their other needs, and possibly go ahead and go on upstairs and maybe attend to some of their other skills, such as, I don't know what they can do, but hopefully they can just get up to whatever it is they want to get up to upstairs, socializing or playing with some of their toys or things of that nature. And Mitchell was like, I'm not going to do this gardening. Yeah, you are, sir. You are. You're going to harvest this, and you're going to weed this, and you're going to water this. So I'm just going to have him go ahead and tend to all of this gardening, and then we will sell what he harvests, and that way we can get some money here in the family. We currently have 373 simoleons, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that we're making a little bit of money here, and obviously once Haleigh has gone ahead and she has finished that painting, we'll be able to make a little bit more money, which is going to be good for the family. We definitely need the money. He's feeling really happy about being out here in the garden, which is exactly what I wanted. I definitely wanted him being happy about this gardening, and it really makes my life a lot simpler knowing that he's happy when he gardens, as opposed to being uncomfortable every time he comes out here. And I am just going to have Haleigh finish up on that painting, and then she's going to come out and she's going to do a little bit of harvesting and digging for some things out here in the yard. Look, it's like she hasn't even started. Like, I don't understand what's going on with this painting. I really don't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell the things that he's harvested. We're going to sell these plumbing parts, and then we're going to let him come in and do a little bit of television watching, but I do think he needs to get himself to the washroom. He is in desperate need of having a wee. Why don't you go ahead and take care of your needs there, and we're going to breed a frog. I'm also going to give a couple of these frogs to Adriel and possibly even to Julian, and that way they can start breeding some frogs with us. I figure if we have the children help with breeding the frogs, we'll be able to breed frogs faster. And so we're going to give them some of the duplicate frogs, and then we can breed faster. More people we have breeding frogs, the more money we can make, and we definitely want to do that so that we can make more money in this house. So we love that for us. Tessia is just upstairs taking a little bit of a nap, but I do need her getting up so she can go ahead and go to the washroom. Other than that, though, her needs are in pretty decent shape. I mean, she is feeling a little bit tired, so she's probably going to want to go and head back and have herself a little bit of a nap. Oh, finally, Haleigh has decided she wants to put something on this canvas. I mean, it's about time. So Mitchell's just going to go ahead and head on upstairs and talk to the children, but I really do think that maybe I'm going to get him downstairs and do a little bit of wellness. I think that he could stand to do a little bit of meditating. He could really use a little bit of fun in his life, and so maybe we'll see if the wellness skill will help him to kind of calm down and get a little bit of fun, get rid of some of his tension, and just help him to relax a little bit. And so we're going to let him do that. Some of the children are once again feeling a little bit hungry, so we're going to let them go down and get themselves another bite to eat for the ones that need their food in their bellies. Okay, seriously, Haleigh, I need you to finish this painting. It is taking you an extremely long time to do this. What is really going on? So she's just getting this painting done. She is feeling in a fine mood. She is really enjoying the fact that she's getting some painting done. She doesn't seem to be bothered by the fact that it's taking her all bloody day. It's literally almost 3 p.m. She has been painting this painting literally all day. She stopped for a little bit of a bathroom break and then went right back at it. But she doesn't seem to be bothered, not at all. I am going to go ahead now and let her go out and do a little bit of harvesting of those lilies, and then she's going to dig up that dig site. We're going to hope that she finds something good in that. Obviously, we have a collections tally that we are keeping on the things that she finds, so we will obviously be updating that once she collects the things from the dig site and all of that, and we'll be able to track all of the things that she finds. But I am going to have her go ahead and do that, and we will sell whatever she does find. And it looks like she found herself a little time capsule here, so we will open that up, see what's inside. We'll track that, and then we'll just sell what's inside of that. And I'm just going to have her go on in and sell that painting so we can find out how much money the family is going to get. Currently, we have about 632 simoleons, which is great. And she just made 466 more, so we're up to 1,098 simoleons. Okay, that's fantastic. We love that. I am going to just go ahead and do a little bit of breeding of the frogs now. So I'm going to get everybody that has frogs to go ahead and start breeding some frogs. And we will go ahead and have some frog breeding going on so that we can have more frogs in the house. And we'll be able to, sell those at a later date whenever we do need more money in the house. So that'll be good. Haleigh's just come on in. She's going to clean up a little bit. She has pretty decent needs, which is good. The children are just tending to their hunger as usual. And it is, as you can see, getting a little bit later in the day. Mitchell decided to go on in there and paint. Okay, well, great. While he's painting, I'm going to have Haleigh come on in here, and she is going to start supper for the family because it is now supper time, and she has literally wasted her entire day painting. It took her an entire day to paint one painting. unfortunately, I mean, it's really not conducive to us making good money with her taking an entire day to paint one painting. So my hopes that she was going to, quit her job and make paintings and pump them out left and right and make us money with all of her paintings is really not going the way that I was hoping it was going to go, because it's taking her so long to make a painting. I thought she could make like 2, 3, 4 paintings a day, and we would make a significant amount of money, but it's taking her so long to paint a painting that we're only getting one painting done a day, and she's only making like 400 simoleons on one painting, and it's really just not working out. I'm stressing out about it, I really am, because I was really hoping we were going to be making more money than this. And so I don't know what the answer is for this family on how to make them make more money. Currently right now we have 954 simoleons because she had to spend money to make them supper. And I don't know how we're going to have, enough money to purchase 3 more of those statues and that painting before she passes away. And I just don't know. I am just going to go ahead and switch this table out for them, because we do need a larger table for the family. So let's go ahead and switch this out really quickly and get them a bigger table, because as of right now, the table is just big enough for 2. And we have a much larger family than that. It worked out okay when it was just her and Mitchell that were sitting at this table, but now that we have such a large family that is eating at this table, we need a larger area to sit. So I am going to get them a larger table with more chairs, and then hopefully they can go ahead and they will be able to sit everyone at this table, and we will be able to go ahead and have everyone, sit here and eat their meals together, and maybe they'll have a better chance of actually eating, because as of right now, we're struggling so much with everyone being able to sit and eat, and people are having trouble having their meals. And so my hope is that when I get them a real table and everyone can actually sit down, that they'll sit down and they'll eat their meals, and we won't have this problem that we've been having. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a regular table here and some chairs, and then once we have that taken care of, we will go ahead and we'll continue on with her being able to make this meal for them, and hopefully they will be able to have some supper. Okay, now that I have them officially a dining table and chairs, we are hopefully going to be able to have a nice supper together once she finishes this meal. Where do you think you're going, Haleigh? Finish this meal. She's like, I don't know that I really want to do that. I want you to finish this meal. You are so close to finishing it. Just finish this meal. So she's going to finish making this salmon meal, and then the family is going to be able to eat. Everyone is starting to get really, really hungry, so we definitely need to finish that and get everyone to sit down at the table and have their meal together. I really, really like their dining room table now. I think it's super cute. So hopefully everyone will be able to eat supper together now. I know that we don't have enough chairs for everyone, but it is what it is. They have a very large family. So we are just going to continue on. As you can see, the children are getting up to no good. Mitchell is going to finish painting his painting here. She is just continuing on finishing up this meal and having a little bit of a conversation with Adriel. She's just checking in with him. As we know, they have a very close relationship. He is, as we know, the heir to the next generation. So she's just making sure everything's going okay. She knows that it's the weekend and she knows that it's summer vacation, but she does want to make sure that he's keeping up with everything that he needs to be doing with his studies and things like that. Because she is hoping that he is going to be doing well in school and that he's going to be getting a good education, because he is going to need to have himself a good career so that he can carry on their legacy and do well for himself. She has finally finished this meal, thank goodness. So she's going to go ahead and call everyone to come and grab a serving. She's gone ahead and helped herself, but everyone's going to come and grab a serving of food here, and they're going to get themselves a bite to eat for supper here. And then once everyone gets themselves something to eat, we will get them to head themselves off to bed, because it is about close to 9 p.m. here. So They will eat and then they'll get themselves ready to turn in for the night, and we will call it a day and see what they're going to get up to for the next day. Tomorrow is Monday, but again, they're on summer vacation, so no one will be going to school. I really wish they were, because honestly, I just feel like they kind of all need to get an education. I would like for the kids to be able to find friends and, have people in their lives that they're getting to know. I think that they are going to need that. I would like for them to make relationships and find people that they're going to have in their lives that they can, continue their lives with. And they can't do that if they're not in school. So it is a little bit unfortunate that they're not in school and that it is summer vacation, but I guess everyone needs a little bit of time off. So as you can see, the table has been set. Everyone is sitting down. They're having their meal here. We're just going to go ahead and get everyone down to eat. We are just missing, it looks like Isaiah. He is upstairs in bed, but we will have him at some point come down and he will eat as well so that he can get some food in him. And then once everyone has gone ahead and had their servings, they're going to get themselves ready for bed, whether that means that they need to go and use the washroom and then go to bed or whatever they need to do. But we will go ahead and get everyone to go take care of their needs, and then they're heading themselves off to bed. As you can see, Adriel here is just going to go have himself a quick shower and go to the loo, and then he's going to go off to bed for the night because it is 10 o'clock, and so it is getting really late and time for them to all pull themselves off into bed here. Haleigh's just having a little bit of a conversation with Mitchell. She is just checking in with him. She's like, it looks like you started a painting, but I don't see anything on the canvas. And he's like, I did go ahead and I started the painting, but then I couldn't figure out what I wanted to paint, and my mind kind of went blank, and I kind of have painter's block. And she's like, I can completely relate to that. That happens to me all the time. And he's like, yeah, it took you forever to do that painting earlier today. And she's like, it really did. She's like, I'm going to go ahead and head off into the room now. And he's like, okay. So he's gone off to bed. She's gone off to bed. We're going to put Adriel off to bed. And we are going to get everyone else headed off to bed as well. And once everyone has finished eating, they're going to get to sleep. And we will have everyone into bed for the night so that we can go ahead and get ourselves ready for the next day, which is going to be fantastic. I'm not exactly sure what plans we have for Monday, but we are definitely going to wrap Sunday up, and we will go ahead and put any of these leftovers that we have in the fridge, and the trash we will just go ahead and dispose of here. So we absolutely love that. So as you can see, we are just going to go ahead and let Julian head off to bed here. He is feeling pretty tired, so he's going to be the last one off into bed. And so he is just getting himself headed off into his room now. And I will see you in the morning when everyone wakes. Good morning. It is about 5:30 a.m. and Haleigh is up. She's just getting herself a quick shower this morning. We're just going to go ahead and breed some frogs with the family here and make sure everyone has breeded their frogs that they have in their inventory so that we can make sure everyone has a chance to contribute to the family by breeding what frogs that they have. And once Haleigh is done with the shower, I'm going to have her go ahead and head on into the kitchen, and maybe she can get some breakfast going. We need her to make sure that the family is fed, obviously. So I'm going to have her go ahead and do that. It looks like, obviously, we have some issues with the bathroom here, and we have some puddles. So she's going to do a little bit of cleaning here. She is really upset by the fact that the floor is a mess, and Mitchell is finally up, so he's going to come in. He needs to get himself a quick shower as well. And we have some things that need to be taken care of as far as the garden, so I am going to have her come out and take care of the garden as well. Maybe she's not going to go in there and clean or cook. She's like, no, I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to tend to the garden. It's really, really early. The children aren't going to be awake for a little while, so there is leftovers if they want to eat the leftovers, and I need to get busy in the garden. Okay, fine, you do you. I think Mitchell probably needs to get in there and finish with his painting, because obviously Haleigh can't finish painting until Mitchell finishes the painting that he had. And we are just going to have someone come in here and repair this bathtub, because obviously that needs to be repaired because it's busted up because Mitchell just broke it. So we're going to have her go ahead and harvest everything. And once she's done harvesting, we'll have her weed and water. She is feeling super happy this morning, which is fantastic. We love that. She doesn't even really seem to be bothered by the fact that I'm having her do the gardening, which is great because the gardening has to be done. But she doesn't really seem to mind. And I mean, she's not really a fan of it, but she's like, it has to be done and I'm doing it. And she seems pretty happy overall. I mean, all things considered. So that's great. So we've got this done and she's just going to get a little bit of watering in, and then I'm going to have her spray for the bugs, and all of the gardening will be done here, which is fantastic. She loves being outdoors. So even if she doesn't like gardening, because she likes being outside, it kind of makes her happy overall, and so we love that for her. Mitchell is just inside. He is feeling really focused. He is trying to fix that tub. Oh no, she's passed out because she needs water. Oh my gosh, the poor dear. We're going to have to get her a drink of water because she is desperately needing some water. And we are going to sell the things that she just harvested. I'm going to have her go ahead and go inside, and she's going to clean up a little bit. It doesn't look like he was able to fix that tub, so maybe she can fix it. She's like, I need water desperately. Okay, but then can you repair the tub that Mitchell didn't repair? Because honestly, the tub needs to be repaired. It's just leaking everywhere. So the children are just playing a little bit, and we absolutely love that. And they're just having a little bit of a conversation. We unfortunately have money that is steadily decreasing out of our household funds because of the broken tub, which I absolutely hate. I do not like that our money disappears like that when we have broken items. So I'm in here trying to get her to fix this, and I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that because I don't like the fact that our money just disappears. It's still disappearing, and I don't know why it's going, but I'm going to probably have to give us our money back because it's just constantly going. As you can see, Tessia has lost a tooth, so we're just going to fix that so we can get her appearance back to where she actually is supposed to look like. And we have some children that keep telling me that they're not smart enough, and we're just like, you are smart enough, you are. I don't know what in the house is broken, but it's steadily taking our money. I'm probably going to have to, like I said, give us our money back. I'm going to check out here at the mailbox and see if I can figure out what's going on with that. It looks like our taxes are due. I don't think we have enough money for that. We are broke, okay? We are just absolutely broke, and our money is steadily going away. We had like 600 simoleons, and now we only have 200 because of the fact that something was broken, and our money was just steadily going away, which is a pain in the ass. So I hate that. As you can see, these two are up here. They are just having a little bit of a conversation, and Mitchell's like, you know what? It's been a really long time since we have spent any quality time together. And she's like, I understand that, but there's so much going on in this family. And he's like, I know, there really is. And she's like, we've got all these kids. We're trying to make money. We've got things that are breaking left and right. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, I really want to spend time with you too. And he's like, I just feel like we are really lacking in the romance department. And she's like, I know, I really feel like that too. And he's like, I really just want us to be able to be together. And she's like, I understand. And, you know, he's just feeling like maybe they haven't spent any romantic time together lately. And, you know, he's feeling like they need some adult time together. There goes our money again, just steadily decreasing. It's such a pain in the butt. So she is going to come out here and pay our bills, which just took all of our money, by the way. We are now broke. We have $67. It sucks. It really does. But we are going to breed some more frogs and hope that we can, you know, have some money when we sell those frogs. But we are way out of money. We have no money. I'm going to get Mitchell to resume this painting because at least when he finishes the painting, we'll be able to sell the painting and we will hopefully make a little bit of money with that. But this episode has been a grind, okay? It has been a grind. We are not making money. We are doing nothing but steadily losing money. And this family is struggling. They are struggling so bad. The family is not doing well. I mean, as a whole, they're doing well relationship-wise and socially, but financially, they are really struggling. Mitchell's had a couple of days off work. He hasn't had to go in. And so they're not having any steady income coming in. They've had nothing but things breaking on them, so they've had to put out a lot of money in repairs. And they're just really, really struggling. And, you know, she hasn't made a lot of money with paintings. He's not making a lot of money with paintings. We steadily have money coming out. We're down to 1 simoleon. 1 simoleon. Something was broken and we're down to 1 simoleon. How? How are they supposed to survive like that? I don't know. I don't have any idea. Like, I'm so bloody frustrated right now, you just don't even know. But I just think that, you know, they're not going to be able to make it like this. I'm going to go ahead and sell these frogs that are duplicates so that we can have a little bit of money, because they need to have at least a little bit of money to survive on. And so we are going to go ahead, we're going to sell all of our duplicate frogs that the family has and see what that puts us up to as far as finances go. And we're going to hope that nothing breaks and steals our money any longer for the remainder of this episode. We're going to hope that Mitchell's painting sells and that we're able to, you know, make a little bit of money off of that. But currently, the way it stands, we are really, really struggling, and we're having a really hard time making any money, making any ends meet. And, you know, Haleigh's really, really worried. Mitchell just passed out from dehydration. This family is having a rough go of it. They really are. So Haleigh's worried. She's really concerned. You know, she had told Mitchell when they were pregnant that she was worried about having another child when they just had Adriel. And then she had the quads, and she was like, how are we going to afford them when they get older? The older they get, the more expensive they get. How are we going to do this? And he kept telling her, oh, we'll be fine. Everything's going to work out. And she's like, the older they get, the more expensive they get. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to be able to afford this. And now those days are here. We are seeing those days right now. They are in serious trouble. They are having a lot of trouble making ends meet. They don't know how they're going to survive at this point. We have 400 simoleons after selling our frogs. And yes, our bills are paid. Yes, we have food in our bellies. Yes, we have a roof over our house. But she doesn't know how they're going to do it. They're literally living paycheck to paycheck. And she is so worried because, you know, she still has all of these aspirations that she has to meet, all of these goals that she has to do. And she doesn't know how she's going to do that. She's not quite sure how she is going to be able to buy these statues and buy these paintings that she has to buy before she passes away. And she knows that she needs to come up with all of this money, and she's not sure how she's going to do it. And she's really stressing out about it because she's like, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to come up with the funds that I need for all of the things that I'm supposed to do for myself? Like, how am I supposed to do this? And, you know, she's stressing out. She does not understand how she's going to make ends meet. And she's worried. Like, she's really, really worried. And I don't honestly know if we're going to be able to make it happen either. And I understand why she's stressed, because I'm feeling the pressure too. But guys, I am hoping that he's going to finish this painting. We're going to sell it. We're going to be able to make a little bit of money because we are down to 355 simoleons. I am having her go ahead and use her shop app now. We are looking to see if we can look at Barnes & Nobles and see if we possibly can find some homework books for the children. So we are just going to look and see if Barnes & Nobles has anything as far as homework books for the children. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is the case. And there are no homework books for the children under Barnes & Nobles. So I looked under all of the skill books, and there are nothing as far as homework related books for them. There is a personal journal. There are things like that. But there's nothing related to homework. So I have no idea how I'm supposed to purchase the homework books. When I click on the bookshelf, the only thing I can buy is a cookbook. So I have no idea how to get the children their homework, and so I can't buy homework books. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I am not sure how they're going to get an education. That being said, I think I am just going to hope that we can figure it out as time goes on. Mitchell has finally finished that painting and now he has passed out again from dehydration. I am going to get him to go ahead and sell this painting once he comes to. And then we will see how much money we make. And I'm just looking to see if there are possibly any other apps that she could maybe buy books from, but it doesn't look like that is the case. So unfortunately, there is nothing that we can do to buy homework apps or homework books for the children. So we are kind of just shit out of luck. I don't know what to tell you. We are just going to have to see if they do well when they go to school and figure it out that way. But he is going to hopefully wake up soon and we are going to be able to go ahead and sell this painting. Okay, Mitchell, I need you to get up. Are you going to get up? All right, so Haleigh is just going ahead and she is losing money left, right, and center again. Unfortunately, we have money that is disappearing. I'm just going to have her go ahead and clean up a little bit of books here. And she is going to go ahead and call it a day. She is over it. She just looked at Mitchell like, oh my God, what happened to him? Mitchell is up. He is just going to go ahead, hopefully, and sell this painting, which is going to be fantastic. But guys, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of the Legacy Challenge, where hopefully we are going to make a little bit more profit and we are going to actually do a little bit better in the next episode than we did in this one. We are steadily losing money again as I am doing this outro. I am really stressed. But guys, I will see you in the next one. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.